Hello. Today's day 5. Um, Today's probably one of my hardest days. I slept really bad last night, and I woke up feeling nauseous. I woke up really early, feeling like I was going to throw up, and just felt super crummy most of the day. Um, I had to drive up for work today and have some meetings, and it was not what I was wanting to do. It was I was, yeah, it was not the best day, but um, I think because I've set such a big goal, normally I would probably on a day like today just break my fast and be like, I don't want to throw up. I feel like crap. Every day's been pretty. I mean, it's not been as hard as today, but there's every day I've wanted to eat, so it's like when you got 5 days in a row of it's just kind of it's turning into a grind. The accumulation is adding up, but I think because I was um, so ingrained in my head to do such a long fast, I think that's why I didn't break it today, and hopefully I'll be able to persevere through this first chapter of this journey. I was reading last night because I couldn't sleep. I was reading other people's accounts of their 40-day fast, and one of the um, one of the common themes was to try your best the first 10 days to avoid people and just get as much sleep as you can and try to be a little isolated. And it uh, I totally agree. I think it really does make it a lot easier. You just don't want to be around people. And I don't know exactly why. Um, the analogy I used with my wife was it's like you're an alcoholic and you can't drink anymore, and you're around drunk people all the time. That's what it feels like. Like when you're fasting, you haven't eaten for almost a week, or really probably any length of time. It's like you're going through something that just nobody gets, and nobody is in your world. Nobody is operating on the same level that you're operating. Um, so you kind of just want to be by yourself. And it makes sense why so many accounts in the Bible of fasting, they go off alone, by themselves. I think you probably receive a lot of benefits from um, just the introspection and the being by yourself, and also I think um, it's just part of the desire that you get when you're fasting is um, to be alone. I also I got a ketone or like a blood monitor because I didn't trust these ketone urine strips. It was reading super high, like it's kind of hard to see. It's like a color chart here, and it was like up into the. It's hard to tell the color. It was like at least an 8, but maybe even a 16. Um, and so I was like, gosh, I can't imagine it's that high, and it wasn't. So I got a blood monitor and I tested 6.7, which is still pretty high, but not 8 to 16. Um, and it also tests your glucose. So I tested my glucose and it was 60. I can't remember what the ketones is like millimoles per something, and the blood glucose was like milligrams per something. But anyway, so 60 for blood glucose and 6.7 for the blood ketones. I didn't weigh myself today, but I'll weigh myself tomorrow and give you a report on that. I'm hoping that this stretch of just kind of slugging along, feeling hungry, wanting to eat, feeling nauseous, not being able to sleep well, just all of these physical tough symptoms will wane over the next few days. From what I've read in some of these 40-day fast accounts, the first 10 days are the hardest. And then once you get past the first 10 days, the hunger does start to go away, and you kind of get into a different chapter of the fast that is a little bit easier. So looking forward to that, and we'll see. Everybody's different, so maybe I'll get there on day 8. Maybe I won't get there. Maybe I'll get there on day 15. We'll see. I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm trying to almost take it one moment at a time. I'm like, okay, you feel nauseous. Now let's just try to work through this. Maybe it'll last an hour, maybe it'll last 2 hours, and then it subsides, and you feel hungry now, but maybe that will subside. And I'm hoping I get a good night's sleep tonight because I'm pretty tired, so that will help. And whenever I sleep well, it seems like the next day is just so much better. So I didn't, because I had so much traveling and work today, I didn't get any reading in, but hopefully tonight I'll get some reading in and some praying in. I was able to pray in the car and listen to some good podcasts that went through the book of John, but I find my most beneficial relationship with the scriptures just being alone and reading it myself. So hopefully I'll get the opportunity tonight to dig into some scripture. I'll update you again tomorrow. Goodbye.